into a reality. Let's do this. First things first, timing is everything. When's the best time to hit Bali? Let's talk seasons. Dry season, running from April to October, is your classic Bali postcard. Think sunshine, blue skies, and perfect beach weather. This is prime time for exploring those iconic rice terraces, catching some waves in Canggu, or just soaking up the sun in Seminyak. Everything's open, the vibes are high, and you can really maximize your adventure time. But hey, don't rule out the wet season just yet. Think lush, green landscapes, fewer crowds, and seriously good deals. Plus those rain showers, they're usually short and sweet, followed by more sunshine. Trust me, a little rain won't dampen this party. Imagine this. You're chilling in Ubud, surrounded by jungle, sipping on some incredible Balinese coffee as the rain falls around you. It's atmospheric, it's calming, it's a vibe. The bottom line is, there's no bad time to visit Bali. It just depends on your priorities. Sunshine and parties? Dry season's your jam. Lush landscapes and zen vibes, wet season all the way. Alright, let's talk accommodation. Bali's got something for everyone, from budget-friendly hostels to luxurious private villas. But choosing where to base yourself? That's key. First up, Ubud. This is the heart of Bali, nestled among rice paddies and jungle. Think yoga retreats, healthy cafes, and those incredible jungle swings you've seen all over Instagram. If you're all about that spiritual wellness vibe, Ubud's calling your name. But maybe you're here for the beach clubs, the nightlife, the shopping? Seminyak is your spot. Think high-end boutiques, beach clubs pumping music, and cocktails as the sun sets. It's a whole different energy. Then there's Canggu, the digital nomad haven. Surf's up all day, cafes are buzzing with laptops and lattes, and the co-working spaces are full of creative energy. If you're chasing waves, want to connect with other entrepreneurs, or just love that laid-back surfer vibe, Canggu's the place to be. But wait, there's more. Uluwatu will blow your mind with its dramatic cliffs, ancient temples, and those legendary sunset views. And for the ultimate off-the-beaten-path adventure, Nusa Penida. Think turquoise waters, hidden beaches, and those epic cliffs you've seen all over Instagram. Alright, listen up. You didn't fly halfway across the world to sit in your hotel room. Bali is packed with insane places you have to see. First up, temples. We're talking ancient energy, intricate carvings, places that'll make you feel like Indiana Jones. Uluwatu Temple, perched on a cliff overlooking the ocean, breathtaking, especially at sunset. You haven't lived until you've seen the kekak dance there, trust me. And the sound of the waves crashing below? Forget about it. Then you've got waterfalls. Tukad Chepung, with sunlight beaming through the top, it's like something out of Avatar. Teganungan Waterfall, massive and powerful, you can practically feel the spray from here. These places are more than just tourist traps. They're like portals to another time. You walk through and suddenly the rest of the world fades away. It's just you, the jungle, and centuries of history. Now let's talk about the iconic Bali swing. Yeah, you know the one. Instagram famous, but for good reason. Swinging over the jungle, feeling the wind in your hair, it's exhilarating. And you can't forget about Mount Batur. This active volcano is a rite of passage. Hike up in the dark, reach the summit before sunrise, and witness a view that'll blow your mind. Seriously, the sky explodes with color, it's unreal. Oh, and the monkey forest in Ubud? Get ready for some monkey business. These little guys are everywhere, and they're not afraid to steal your snacks. It's a wild time, but worth it for the photos. Just hold on to your hats and your lunch. And then there's Nusa Penida. This island off the coast of Bali is a whole other world. Kelingking Beach, with its T-Rex shaped cliff, is worth the trip alone. But trust me, There's so much more to see. Bali's called the island of gods for a reason, and trust me, the spirituality is everywhere. You'll see it in the offerings, the ceremonies, the way people treat each other. It's pretty special. One thing you'll notice everywhere are these little woven baskets called kanang sari. They're filled with flowers, incense, sometimes even rice and candy. Think of them like little gifts to the gods, asking for blessings and balance. Speaking of respect, you'll want to dress modestly when you're visiting temples. Cover your shoulders, wear pants or a sarong. Think of it this way, you wouldn't wear board shorts to a wedding, right? Same idea. And when you're entering a temple, you'll often see a sarong rental place nearby. Don't be shy, grab one. It's part of the experience, and hey, you might even look good in it. The Balinese people are some of the warmest, most welcoming people you'll ever meet. A little Bahasa Indonesia goes a long way. Learn a few basic phrases like thank you, terima kasih, and hello, halo. It'll make a world of difference. And speaking of differences, the traffic in Bali can be intense, especially in the more touristy areas. My advice? Embrace the chaos. Download the Grab app, it's like Uber for Southeast Asia. One thing you should definitely do is check out a traditional dance performance. The costumes are incredible, the music is hypnotic, and the stories they tell are fascinating. It's a glimpse into the heart and soul of Balinese culture. And don't be afraid to get off the beaten path a little. Talk to the locals, try the street food, explore the hidden corners of the island. That's where you'll find the real magic of Bali. Okay, let's talk money. The good news is, Bali can be as expensive or as affordable as you want it to be. Seriously, you can ball out on a private villa with an infinity pool, or you can stretch your dollars further than a yoga instructor in a pretzel factory. Let's start with accommodation. Hostels, your home away from home if you're on a tight budget. Dorms can be as cheap as $10 a night, and you get to meet fellow adventurers from around the world. Win-win. Now, if you're looking for a little more privacy and comfort, guest houses and homestays are the way to go. Think charming rooms, local families, and breakfast included, all for around $20 to $40 a night. Not bad, right? And if you're feeling fancy, Bali has no shortage of incredible hotels and villas. We're talking infinity pools overlooking rice paddies, private butlers, the whole 9 yards. But be prepared to shell out a few $100 a night for that kind of luxury. Food in Bali is a steal, especially if you stick to local spots. Warungs, these little family-run restaurants, are your best bet. We're talking heaping plates of nasi goreng, mai goreng, and satay for a couple of bucks. Getting around Bali is super easy and affordable too. You can rent a scooter for like $5 a day, but honestly I prefer hiring a private driver. They know all the best spots, and you can negotiate a full day trip for around $50 to $60. Now let's talk about activities. Entrance fees to temples and waterfalls are usually pretty cheap, think a couple of dollars. Surfing lessons will set you back around $30 to $40, and you can't leave Bali without experiencing a traditional Balinese massage. They're insanely cheap and will leave you feeling like a new person. So there you have it, Bali on a budget. It's totally doable and you won't have to sacrifice any of the fun. Trust me, I've been there, done that, and bought the I Heart Bali t-shirt. Alright, listen up, you can't go to Bali and not experience the magic of Mount Batur at sunrise. I'm talking about a pre-dawn wake-up call, like, seriously early, but trust me, it's worth it. You'll hike through the darkness, feel the energy of the other adventurers around you, and then, BAM! The sky explodes with color as the sun crests over the volcanic landscape. It's an insane experience, like something out of a movie. You're literally above the clouds, watching the world wake up. Pro tip: bring a light jacket, it gets chilly up there. And book a tour with a local guide, they know all the best spots for that perfect sunrise photo. Section 2. from cooking classes to underwater adventures. Now, Bali's not all about mountains and volcanoes. The island is surrounded by the most incredible turquoise water, perfect for, you guessed it, snorkeling. Grab some gear, head to a spot like Nusa Penida and dive in. You'll be swimming alongside manta rays, colorful fish. It's like entering another world. And if you're a foodie like me, you gotta try a Balinese cooking class. You'll learn to make all the classics, nasi goreng, satay, spring rolls, using fresh, local ingredients. Seriously, the flavors in Bali are next level. It's an explosion of taste in your mouth. Don't forget to grab some fresh fruit from a local market. Mangoes, papayas, dragon fruit, it's all so good. Okay, let's talk food because Bali is a culinary playground. First up, nasi goreng. It's like the national dish, and for good reason. This fried rice dish is packed with flavor, veggies, chicken or tofu, and a fried egg on top. Then you got satay, these grilled meat skewers slathered in peanut sauce. Dude, the smells alone will have you drooling. And don't even get me started on the smoothie bowls. They're like art, piled high with fresh fruit, granola, coconut flakes, you name it. And the best part? You can find amazing food everywhere in Bali, from street vendors to high-end restaurants. Now, after you've stuffed yourself silly with delicious food, it's time to experience the Bali nightlife. Seminyak is the place to be if you're looking for beach clubs with DJs spinning tunes as the sun sets. Think cocktails, dancing, and an electric atmosphere. Or head to Canggu for a more laid-back vibe with live music and cool bars. And if you're feeling adventurous, check out a traditional Balinese dance performance. They're mesmerizing, with elaborate costumes and powerful storytelling. Whatever you're seeing, Bali's nightlife won't disappoint. Alright, you're going to Bali, paradise on earth, but paradise or not, you don't want to be stuck without the right gear. First things first, clothes. It's hot and humid, so pack light, breathable fabrics. Think linen shirts, cotton tees, maybe some of that fancy athletic wear that wicks away sweat. You're gonna be sweating, trust me. And listen, you're gonna want to pack a sarong. Not just for the gram, but it's respectful when you're visiting temples. Plus, it's multi-purpose. Towel, blanket, you name it. Oh, and shoes? Keep it simple. Sandals, flip-flops, maybe some comfy walking shoes if you plan on hitting those rice terraces. Now let's talk tech. You're gonna need your phone, obviously. Bali is crazy beautiful, you'll be snapping pics and videos non-stop. So, pack a portable charger, trust me. Speaking of phones, grab a local SIM card at the airport when you land. Data's cheap, and it's a lifesaver for navigating, finding the best restaurants, all that good stuff. Sunscreen, people. Don't be that lobster tourist. Pack high SPF, reapply often, especially if you're surfing or swimming. And last but not least, a good book. Because even in paradise, sometimes you just want to chill on the beach with a good story. Okay, a few final tips before you jet off to Bali. Transportation is super easy. You got your Bluebird taxis, but honestly, Grab is where it's at. It's like Uber, but for scooters. Download the app, thank me later. And hey, learn a few basic Bahasa phrases. Terima kasih, thank you. Makan, food, you know, the essentials. Locals will appreciate the effort, plus it makes the whole experience way more authentic. Safety-wise, Bali's pretty chill. Just use common sense, like anywhere else. Don't be flashing your cash, watch your belongings in crowded areas, that kind of thing. Most importantly, just relax and enjoy the ride. Bali's all about good vibes, stunning scenery, and experiences you won't find anywhere else. Get lost in the rice paddies, catch some waves, try all the delicious food. This trip is going to be one for the books. I can feel it. And hey, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button. and subscribe for more travel adventures. We're just getting started. So there you have it, your ultimate guide to Bali in 2025. Get out there, explore and create your own unforgettable memories.